In 2023, researchers predicted something so scary that it felt like a nightmare for software developers. They said that up to 80% of software development jobs would be replaced by AI by 2025. They said that the future was gigantic, that we would have digital coworkers who never slept, never complained, and never produced bugs. And when 2024 ended, it felt like the nightmare came true. More than 152,000 tech employees were laid off globally last year. And by the first quarter of 2025, tech giants like Intel and Amazon cut an additional 30,000 corporate roles to, quote, realign for an AI-centric future. It's now 2026, and the so-called miracle AI tools from the hype era are quietly being pushed aside. Recruiters recently reported that although nearly 97% of tech leaders have integrated AI into their back-end systems, almost two-thirds of them haven't reduced a single human job. In reality, the opposite is happening. AI has a very short memory when it comes to complex system architecture, and the cost of that forgetfulness is finally showing up. Today, we're looking at how the plan to replace developers with AI failed in a very predictable way. The story was that machines would write most of the code by the middle of this decade. Even Google CEO Sundar Pichai said in late 2024 that more than 25% of Google's new code was generated by AI. But as we move further into 2026, the real data tells a much uglier story. The MIT Nanda Center recently released a report called The Gen AI Divide, and the results are brutal. Despite nearly $40 billion in global investment, an astonishing 95% of generative AI pilots in large enterprises have failed to produce even a single dollar of measurable return. For most companies, AI has delivered zero net impact on profits. At the center of this problem is something called vibe coding. This is the trend where developers describe software in natural language and let AI generate the code. It looks impressive during demos and presentations. But as Stanford's Digital Economy Lab pointed out, AI-generated code is usually simpler, more repetitive, and far less structurally diverse. It lacks the connective tissue that makes complex systems strong and reliable. Research shows that while AI can help a junior developer complete a basic task about 35% faster, it actually makes the final product harder to maintain over time. This has led to what may be the most expensive mistake in tech history. Reuters and The Guardian have reported that AI-assisted development is driving a global technical debt crisis. Cast Software recently analyzed 10 billion lines of code and estimated it would take 61 billion workdays to fix the world's existing technical debt. We're also seeing a 4 times increase in code cloning, where AI simply copies and pastes similar blocks of code instead of creating clean, reusable logic. Engineers now call this the sloppy layer. It's code that technically works, but no one understands why, and no one knows how to fix it when it breaks. By trying to save money on developers today, companies have effectively taken out a high-interest loan on their future, and the interest payments are about to overwhelm them. The 2025 FARA Code Quality Report revealed that 45% of AI-generated Java code contains OWASP Top 10 security vulnerabilities. The overall security failure rate has now crossed 72%. Even experienced engineers report being about 19% slower when using AI tools. The reason is simple. They've turned into AI babysitters. On average, they spend around 11 hours a week correcting hallucinated code that looks correct on the surface but hides serious logical traps. CodeRabbit recently found that AI-generated pull requests contain an average of 10.8 issues, nearly double the 6.4 issues found in human-written code. We're not moving faster. We're just creating a massive pile of future work. But the most damaging impact isn't the code itself. It's the people. Right now, we're watching what economists call the junior death spiral. Because companies believed AI could handle junior-level work, entry-level hiring dropped by nearly 50% between 2023 and 2025. Stanford research shows that employment in AI-exposed roles has fallen sharply for younger workers, while it has actually increased for workers over the age of 35. We're cutting off the future talent pipeline. If you don't hire juniors today, you won't have seniors 5 years from now. On top of that, the training wheels are gone. In the past, juniors learned by writing boilerplate code. Now AI writes the boilerplate, and juniors are expected to jump straight into complex system design. At the same time, companies are realizing they still need humans. but they also know they now have leverage in the job market. For the first time in over a decade, Reuters and IT Jobs launched data for 2026 show a harsh shift in power across both the UK and the US. Median salaries for general software roles have fallen by nearly 9% year over year. Why? Because the market is flooded with developers displaced by earlier layoffs. Management is using the AI productivity narrative as a psychological tool in salary negotiations. They tell candidates, "We still need a human to oversee the architecture, but since AI is doing 40% of the work, we can't justify 2022 level pay." It's a bluff, but it's working. According to Hayes, average tech pay increases have barely matched inflation. We're entering a low-hire, low-fire job market. Companies aren't mass firing anymore, but they're also not fighting for talent with six-figure signing bonuses. They're waiting for workers to feel desperate. The collapse of the $1.5 billion startup Builder AI exposed just how widespread AI washing has become. Court documents showed that Builder AI relied on 700 human engineers in India to manually perform tasks that were advertised as fully autonomous AI. The scandal, widely reported by Bloomberg, became the clearest proof of the AI lie. They promised a machine, but sold human labor instead. When the money ran out to pay those workers, the AI stopped working. And even real AI systems are still failing in dramatic ways. In late 2025, we saw the infamous anti-gravity incident, where a developer asked Google's anti-gravity AI to clean up a project cache. The AI misread a silent flag and ran a recursive delete on the root directory. It didn't ask for confirmation. It erased a 2 terabyte production drive in seconds. The response afterward was simple. "I made a catastrophic error in judgment." But apologies don't restore months of lost work. As Forbes pointed out, the industry is finally accepting that AI lacks one critical thing software engineering requires: accountability. And that leads to the real takeaway for 2026. AI didn't replace developers. It replaced the illusion that software development is an easy task that can be fully automated. The companies succeeding today are the ones that stopped trying to prompt their way to success and started investing again in human architects. We've learned that free AI code is actually one of the most expensive debts you can take on. And while employers may use the AI story today to suppress wages, their growing dependence on developers to fix AI's mistakes will eventually force the balance to swing back. Let me know your thought in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe for our next interesting video coming soon. This is Maya, and you are watching Beyond Economy.